Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to Kaburlu with Rajiv. Today we'll be talking about the day one of India versus Australia, second test at Adelaide Oval. So, just wanted to talk about the day one of the test match today. To be honest, Australia is in the driver's seat because they've bowled well and they batted well actually. Coming into this test match, it was Australia under pressure. They were the underdogs, if you can say that word. They were really not, but yeah, there was a talk when the match had started. But coming to the day one of the next test match, Australia like fought back as they usually do. Like they didn't leave any stone unturned. Their bowling was spot on. They took some time to adjust to the conditions and then they delivered, especially Mitchell Stark, and the others just chipped in with whatever they could. And then coming to India's batting, we were dismal, I should say, like because you lose a wicket on the first ball, which can happen anytime, and that is fine because once in a while it happens. But there was some fight back from KL Rahul and Shubman Gill, which was really good. They had a really good partnership going on, like around 75, 77 runs. And from 77 for 1 to 81 for 4, I think that was where we lost the plot. Salam alaikum. Alaikum assalam, sorry. So, yeah, I think India lost the plot when they lost the 3 quick wickets just before the first break. And Kohli, Gill, and Rahul, all 3 big wickets, all gone just in a space of 15 minutes, I think, like in a space of 15-20 balls. So I think that was the first big problem that India had, and then they couldn't come back because Rohit Sharma playing his first innings after a long break, and then Pant couldn't do much. From Pat Cummins, like rising delivery. The only respite was from Nitish Kumar Reddy and Ashwin for some time, and they did whatever they could. And I should say Nitish is definitely growing into a wonderful all-rounder. He's delivering with the bat every time he's come on, like in the past 3 innings. And I think the problem for the Indian batsmen was like there were some deliveries that you could just leave, and they poked at them, like mainly Rahul and Virat Kohli, and some of the balls that were coming right into your wickets, like the in swinging balls. Some of the guys have missed the straight ones basically. So like Gill and Rohit, I think this has been continuous or a recurring problem for Rohit Sharma, like facing a swinging delivery right into the pads. And we've seen that. We've seen that in the New Zealand series when Saudi and Matt Henry like exploited that thing, and now Scott Boland did the same. I think we should applaud what Nitish is doing. Like he's delivering the goods. Uh, India needed a fast bowling all-rounder, and he's been doing that role perfectly. Yes, the bowling is not up to the level, like he's still learning, you should say. But batting-wise, he's been delivering whatever that was required of him. And if you see in the past 3 innings, he's top scored for the team in the two innings. So if you look at it that way, then I think Nitish is doing a perfect job as the fast bowling all rounder that India wanted. Coming to the bowling, I think right when India's innings got over, everybody got excited because the for every pink ball match, the time when the sun sets and the lights start playing, I think when the lights are on, the situation is very tough for the batters. So I think that was when India got all out, like right at the end of the second session. And then coming into the third session, India started bowling well. There was enough to do with the new ball. The thing with the pink ball is, like, initial 15-20 overs, you'll have a lot of uh, what do you say? You'll have a lot of purchase for the fast bowlers, but after that, I think it's going to be very easy for the batters. If you just have to survive for the first 15-20 overs, which the Australians did. uh, I think India got the first wicket at around 12th over. Bumrah took the wicket of Usman Khawaja. But after that, India had to capitalize on that wicket. But unfortunately, our bowlers couldn't do much. Like, the over reliance on Bumrah is very clear, and the other bowlers have not done enough. Like, for that matter, for in this innings, India have not bowled to their potential. Like, not even to the potential that they met in Perth Test. Because the thing is, in the Perth Test, there were a lot of deliveries where the bowlers bowled in the line and lengths where the ball hit the wickets. Like, at least probable angle was the ball going to hit the wickets. But in this innings, I think hardly 15 to 20 balls were there that were going to hit the stumps. So I think that was where India lost the plot, because the Aussies also bowled this kind of length in the beginning, like in their innings. Like, for the initial 15 overs, when, like, after the first wicket has fallen down, when Gill and Rahul were playing, the Aussies were also trying to bowl right outside off, not angling into the wickets and things like that. And I think the Indian bowlers couldn't do much damage because of this, because the ball was too short and slightly on the outside the off stump. The batters were very happy to just leave the ball alone instead of going to play at it. They showed a lot of restraint. I think Nathan McSweeney and Manas Labuschagne did a great job. They survived the initial burst from the bowlers, but after that they knew that there was going to be a lot of loose deliveries, and which they eventually got, actually, from Siraj or Nitish or Harshit Rana, actually. So the effort was not up to par that we expected, because uh, if you see both the matches in the first innings, I think this is what happened. But India on that day in the Perth Test did a lot more. The bowling was a lot more tight. They were bang on target, like trying to hit the wickets from all the angles that they tried to bowl. Um, I think that is what happened. Maybe if you look at things from, like, India's perspective for tomorrow, I think their job is to take wickets right on the onset. I think it's important for them to have a great start, take a couple of wickets, and put them on the back foot, and make sure that they don't give away too much lead. But if Australia, if you think about Australia's game plan, it would be to bat out the whole day and just push India out of the game by literally playing the whole day. They'll probably score around 300, 400, and if they score that many runs, I think it's curtains down for India, because that is a huge number. And with day 3 and day 4, I think the ball will start spinning. I think you've seen a slight bit in the 1 over that Ashwin bowled. So Ashwin might play an important role, because the team selection was based on his ability to spin and take the wickets. So I think he'll play a crucial role tomorrow. I think Rohit didn't have a chance to what do you say? Didn't have a chance to bring Ashwin on early, probably because of the injury that he had. Mm, he had taken during, like, he had gotten hit during the batting innings. But I think Ashwin is going to be key tomorrow, with the likes of Manas and Smith always struggling to play him. So yeah, and also again Bumrah as usual. But the most important thing is, when Bumrah is not bowling, there should be another bowler who has to put his hand up to bowl tight lines, to give like nothing, to give nothing to the batters. No, no runs, no weight, no easy deliveries to gain some confidence. Like if you've seen the innings of Manas Labuschagne, I think Labuskagni, sorry, he has grown in confidence. He, like, the if you've seen the previous match, you could tell that this guy was not in form. But with this innings, I think he's slowly getting back. I mean, it's too early to say right now, but he has found his feet, not entirely, but for a fair bit, and I think he's doing it well. Like if he can continue on this journey, like I think by the end of the series, I think he'll come back to his usual form and he'll score runs as usual. But I think India has to break that confidence that he has, and make sure that they they keep trying to take his wicket right when he comes onto the crease. I think that was when most batters are vulnerable, and there will be a lot of chance to take the wickets. So I think big day tomorrow. This will probably have a lot of effect on the series, because Adelaide Test day one, usually the teams batting first win, but when you are batting first, you have to score at around 350 to 450, which didn't happen. So even though Australia are going to bat in the fourth innings, India have done themselves a disservice by scoring very less. Hopefully they can fight back and get things back to their court tomorrow. Their primary job is to finish the Australian innings very at a meager lead, or if not, even better if they can do it before the Aussies can outscore them. But I don't think that will happen. So it's only 85 runs. So I think it's going to be a tough ask for India. And for the Aussies, it's the game is simple right now. They have to outplay the Indians with respect to batting. They have to score a lot of runs. 300, 350 or 400 will be great, and rest their bowlers can figure out what to do. So I think since we don't have anybody else and we've seen this, we'll come back tomorrow for tomorrow's session. I mean, after day 2 of this test match, and hopefully we can have more questions, because since it's a weekend, we'll have a lot more people coming to watch the video. So yeah, that is the review for today. Let's meet again tomorrow and let's talk about cricket. Until then, ciao ciao.